They not playing with them boys at all. It is the largest mass deportation operation in United States history, and it just begun. He is getting rid of everyone, whether you are brown, black, white, green, purple, blue, you know what, you know who. You got to get out the United States. He's not playing with none of these folks. Everyone is reacting in their own way because nobody truly expected that it was going to be this much, this fast, this hard.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery.
Did he? Hold on. Did he just thank Obama and Biden? So you're telling me this Haitian criminal just thanked Obama and Joe Biden while being arrested? So you're telling me this Haitian criminal that was able to immigrate to the United States thanks to Barack Obama and Joe Biden broke the law in the same country that he immigrated to and still think the presidents that let him come here? Bro, if that is not, man. So my friend Isaiah Washington, the actor, he's really one of my good friends. I was talking to him last night. Isaiah, if you watching this, shout out to you, brother. And he said something, man. He was like, Dom, Democrats are not going to win for the next 12 years, brother. And I was like, why would you say that? He said, they have messed up so bad. And I'm not trying to get too partisan, but this is just, you know, what we're saying is like, they've messed up so bad, man. It's like they've went too far, too soon, and America wasn't ready to embrace it. He said kind of like the 2020 situation where they thought we would stay indoors forever after it was done. They went too far, too fast. And it just lost the people. People got intimidated by just seeing how radical America was becoming. Not even about it being liberal. It was just becoming very radical under liberal control. To have this man come out to do this, it's yet again, to me, it verifies what Isaiah was saying. Because it's showing that these Democrats are shooting themselves in the foot time and time again. This is crazy. Like, Negro, you get locked up. You're not supposed to thank the damn president for bringing you here, bro. If anything, you're supposed to keep that on the hush. It's like the people that they put up for their propaganda destroys them. The Democrat Party has been self-imploding for so damn long. And this nigga just put the nail on the coffin. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is why Trump gonna send these folks back, and they little dog, too.
This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today, too.
In that,
ICE ain't playing around with these folks, and it makes you wonder, what were they doing under Biden? Like, seriously, I'm not saying it's their fault. Of course, it's not their fault. They were restricted to do their job. But what were they actually doing under Biden? Like, what did Biden have an ICE do? Were they just there to observe reports and not do anything like how FBI was? It's going to also be interesting to see what the FBI becomes now with the Cash Patel. It's just interesting to see these people get back to work. It's unfortunate that a department of the government was unable to do their job for 4 years because it's evident they're getting to work.
is exactly what border czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally.
They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE
Bro, Big Tom is like Chad of 2025. How did this dude come out? And I can't say out of nowhere. The first time I got invited to Mar-a-Lago, Tom Hoffman, tripping up. I said it right the first time. He was actually a speaker at this event, and it was about saving America. It was about how we're going to react, to the American perception of Trump at that time. And mind you, this was 2023 in February. And he was there, and I remember, I still got it on video, y'all, of Trump saying, Tom, you're going to do major things, Tom. You're going to do really good things in the future. It's like, man, was planning this stuff out. I'll never forget it. Tom was a speaker on that night. And I remember Kerry Lake was a speaker too. And it's just so interesting to watch this and watch him become such a GOAT. Like, bro is really, he's really that dude. He came into politics and has really become that guy, bro. He's not playing with nobody.
Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, shortly after we finished filming, ICE Boston told us they arrested 2 more targets in other parts of town away from our cameras. One of those targets is a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested for raping a woman while putting a gun in her mouth. The other target they got is a Haitian.
Man, these Negroes are nasty, man. Dog, they don't even do crimes like Americans do crimes. So you're telling me you're going to take advantage of the woman and put the gun in her mouth while they do it? What in the hell is wrong with these hell-spawn folks, man? They ain't even, bro, their bad is worse than our bad, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, nigga, the ghetto is dirty, but when them folks come in, it look like a straight third world country. Them folks dead. I mean, they be having shopping carts, grilling steaks on shopping carts. Goddamn. Mariachi being in the parking lot. Oh, witch doctors at the hospital. Like, shit, man. What happened to our country? Them folks be coming to take everything we got, bro. This is crazy. We got to protect America. They taking everything from us, man. It's an invasion.
Man who first parole program, well, they just picked him up yesterday because he's been arrested locally for sexual assault. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Mallusion, it was fascinating to watch all of that. I think I was just saying to Bill, this is terrible for Joe Biden and the legacy that he tried to leave behind. A question from me, how soon will they actually, does that take a long?
It depends what country they're from. If they're from cooperable countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, countries like that, it can be quick. It can be within days or weeks. If it's countries that are harder to deport, countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much, it can go into a process of months. But the Trump administration is changing policies with something called expedited removal. The bottom line is people at home don't need to understand all the policies. The Trump administration is just going to work as fast as they can to get all the people you just saw on camera there out of the country as fast as possible. They're also going to use their State Department, now led by Marco Rubio, to put pressure on countries that don't cooperate with the U.S. as much when it comes to those deportations.
Bill, just two points of clarification here. It seems a lot of these crimes are associated with sex crimes. I'm just looking at the list a bit earlier today. I don't know if that generally is the case or not. And second, if Boston's a sanctuary city, how are they allowed to do this? Because we told there would be resistance.
Boston doesn't have to cooperate with ICE, but there's nothing they can do to stop ICE from coming into their city and enforcing the law. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And that's the point ICE makes to us is, look, they don't have to cooperate with our detainer requests. They don't have to tell our officers when they're releasing.
That's amazing that they just got like the federal mandate. They can do whatever that they want to do. And it's going to be interesting just to see the reaction because folks can't just come into our country like any other country and do what the hell they want to do. It's easier to come to the United States from Mexico than it is to go to Mexico from the United States, and ain't no one trying to even get there. So it's wild. It's wild that the #1 country in the entire world can have some of the easiest immigration practices of all time. And I'm not even just over-exaggerating when I say all time. immigration has pretty much been known as a pretty strict system for a good amount of time in human history. I mean, Negroes have built walls to keep them from each other. That's how much they don't want to see each other across that border. So I don't understand how America was deemed evil and deemed racist because they didn't want to have all of the drug dealers and all of the rapists and all of the killers and all of the criminals inside of their country with their families. I mean, whoa, the evil white man, how dare you not want that rapist to stay by your daughter? Like, bro, we don't know who the hell coming into the United States. We got to be better safe than sorry. Have them go through it the white way. Because if you don't be safe, your family going to be sorry. And it's too many people that are thinking about their emotions and not thinking about their families.
Somebody from jail, but we're going to do our job. We have our intel guys out in the field. We have people with eyes all over the place, and we're going to snatch those guys so they can make ICE's job more difficult, longer, and more dangerous, but it's not going to stop ICE from doing the job, guys. The bottom line is ICE says it's safer for everybody involved if locals would just hand these guys over in jail once they're arrested, but they don't. They let them out onto the streets. They don't tell ICE about it, so ICE has to spend a lot of resources gathering intel, finding these guys, and then going out into the community to do arrests, which could be dangerous. You saw that combative Haitian man, and then you saw in the case of that one MS-13 member, his friend got snagged. They weren't even looking for him. They were looking for the MS-13 guy. They picked him up because a sanctuary jurisdiction released the MS-13 guy. ICE found him and then found the guy he was in the apartment with. They found out he was an illegal alien as well, so now he's going to be deported too.
Wow.
Amazing. Bill Maloogian, thank you so much.
Yes,
More to come on that.
Thank you, Bill.
Fox News alert, the largest mass deportation operation in U.S. history has begun. Primetime got its hands on exclusive photos of ICE raids from across the country. In New York, ICE arrested El Salvadorian illegal Jose Roberto Rodriguez with ties to MS-13. In Miami, 6 Guatemalan illegals were captured. All of them had lengthy rap sheets, including battery, child abuse, fraud, DUI, trespassing, and vandalism. In Baltimore, ICE arrested Miguel Ramirez Fajardo, a Mexican national who illegally entered the United States. His only crime? Breaking into the country that we know of. And in New York, again, ICE nabbed Camaro Denver Hay, a Jamaican who was previously arrested for possession of child porn. These are just some of the hundreds of illegals that ICE apprehended in the last few days. South America, Africa, the Middle East. These guys are from all over.
We got all colors of the rainbow. It's literally everyone from Jesus Loves the Little Children song. We got every shade of ignorant inside the United States right now.
And they're some of the most violent criminals you can think of. Homicide, sex assault, smuggling, kidnapping, robbery, battery, drugs and weapons offenses. This is all happening as the Pentagon's sending 1,500 troops to the southern border. And it's not just ground operations. The Coast Guard's moving vessels south, some going to the Gulf of America. For 4 years, we were told that Biden couldn't fix the border crisis through executive action. And yet there Trump is, reinstating the Remain in Mexico policy.
Now, I'll have to say something. Big Obama had deported 3 million immigrants. So Trump, he going to have to pass Obama up on that number. Believe it or not, I think Obama was the #1 deporter, maybe. I think that could be. You guys know I just keep it balanced. I don't push propaganda. But we gotta get better to deport. But I would like to look into the type of people Obama deported, because it's just so hard to imagine Obama taking care of the United States. But he has done some good things for the U.S., and if it isn't any propaganda behind it, that's definitely one of them. But just ever since Obama, things got so bad, man. I mean, even the DEI stuff is a problem with Obama. You even got DEI school shooters now. Have you guys seen what happened the other day up here in Nashville? I'm in Nashville, and it's a Negro that shot up the school, and they said he's a self-hating black dude, and he wanted to be white or something, they were saying. You have DEI school shooters now. America is so fucked up. It's bad here, man. And thank God this man won, because we need someone to clean this shit up. It's not making it stopped making sense until he won.
Policy killing Biden's border app, erasing catch and release, and designating cartels terrorist organizations. Biden had banned ICE agents from arresting illegals in what he called sensitive areas. These sensitive areas included schools, hospitals, places of worship, any place where children gather, social service centers, disaster areas, funerals, weddings, protests, and parades. A criminal alien could be serving fries at your daughter's school cafeteria, and ICE wouldn't be able to go in and get him. A migrant sex trafficker could be luring little girls into his van at a playground, and ICE couldn't touch him. If El Chapo himself was roaming around the Pacific Palisades, ICE would have to leave him alone because it's a disaster.
That explains what they were doing. So you telling me that our government was paying ICE agents and wasn't allowing them to do their job, so they were getting paid to do what we are doing? That's crazy, to watch the country burn. They were getting paid to watch the country burn. That is crazy. It's amazing to see how much our money was being wasted these last 4 years, even just in this alone.
Area. A Biden migrant gun trafficker attending the wedding of a Venezuelan national in New Jersey. ICE couldn't grab him. ICE couldn't grab either of them. ICE couldn't even slap handcuffs on them at the cocktail hour or at the reception, because that's technically still the wedding. Even if a Biden migrant stormed the Capitol on January 6th, sorry, it's a protest. ICE isn't allowed to arrest him.
That's crazy as hell. So you telling me that these people, man, were able to get out of things that natural born Americans can? They had privilege. They had immigrant privilege, bro. There is no longer white privilege in America. There is a legal privilege, illegal migration privilege. And it's a mouthful, so we're going to have to think of some type of terminology for it. But they have privilege. I don't want to call it like brown privilege because they come in all shades. You got some Asian illegal immigrants. I'm watching y'all too. Yeah, you got some illegal immigrants coming from China. We watching y'all too. We don't want nobody here that ain't supposed to be here.
Biden created sanctuaries within sanctuaries, mini sanctuaries. But Trump ended that with a stroke of his Sharpie. And the House just passed the Lake and Riley Act. It's on his way to Trump's desk. That bill just took 2 weeks to move through the House and Senate, so Congress can get things done if it wants to.
Interesting to see what's about to happen. We're going to see more and more tears. You guys saw the videos of, I'm sure you've seen the videos of the people crying at the border when their ability to come to the United States was denied on the day that Trump swore in. And I'm not going to really cover that because I'm not here to laugh at people's pain, because at the end of the day, they're human beings some of them are regular human beings trying to take care of their families, trying to find a better way, a way of safety, because Mexico is a hellhole. From most of what I see, unless I have some Mexicans here that can denounce that and say Mexico isn't a hellhole. But beyond that, I can respect the fact that they're trying to do better for their family. They don't have the means to come in the right way, so they do or die. And it's very unfortunate. So I'm not here to plaster that on the screen and laugh at them people. I hate how unfortunate that is. But we do see the results of just allowing them into our country. And I do feel bad for them. And I hate using the word "but" because it's like it just completely makes everything you said prior null and void. But we've tried to sympathize with those people that's crying outside those gates, outside those borders, for about 12 years, and we see the results. At first, it was some hardworking people, from what it seems, coming into the country, doing the right thing, following the laws as if they came in the right way. And then as time started going on, we start seeing criminal networks starting controlling the entire immigration process and started flushing their people into it and started bringing their people into the United States, which kind of destroyed the entire cause, of allowing illegal immigrant to stay because they're fleeing from their nation due to safety concerns. Because just like any other system, the bad people will mess it up for the good. Because now the United States understands that system itself, the asylum, and amnesty, all of those things, it can be taken advantage of by very, very dangerous people, which puts American lives at risk. And that's the last thing you want to do, is try to satisfy people that are trying to be American over individuals that were born and given their God-given right to be an American. And I say God-given right, or whoever you worship to. You were chosen to be American. If you're watching this as an American, you were chosen. You were selected to be an American. Your essence, your spirit could have been anywhere. But we are here in the greatest country of all time. And if we can be selected before birth to be here, why can we not be protected when we arrive? So I don't understand that. Most countries, they protect their citizens. And In America, we were treated like second and third class citizens. And time again, we see immigrants are treated like second and first. I think a great country where everyone could be treated like first citizens, but this is the real world. We do need some balance, though. We need some balance. Not going to run this too long. Please like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell. I have another video coming up, as you guys know, because you know how we do this. So see you guys until we break the next narrative together. Thank you for your support. And we out.